Is brought to you by Jake's Furnishings, 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Furnish your home for less at Jake's. The Grimaldi Law Office, Logan County's only law firm dedicated exclusively to the practice of criminal law. Phone 651-8089. The Christian Village, 1507 7th Street in Lincoln, a community of compassion. Phone 732-2189. Eaton Corporation, America's choice for top quality, high-performance electrical equipment for over 50 years. Lincoln College, providing students the best educational experience since 1865. Go online to lincolncollege.edu for more details. St. Claris Manor, their team's dedication is what makes them special. Phone 735-1507. Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois. We're here to help. In Lincoln, call 732-2159. Schneider Chiropractic, 523 North Elm in Lincoln. For the best in chiropractic care and maintenance, call Dr. Alyssa Schneider today, 217-732-2140. Joe Ryan, Country Financial. For all your insurance needs, see Joe Ryan in downtown Lincoln or call 217-735. Call 217-732-6729. At the Lincoln Hampton Inn, we love having you here. Lincoln Printers in downtown Lincoln for all your printing needs, including vinyl graphics and banners. Phone 217-732-3121. Lincoln Printers since 1970. Row Incorporated on North Tickapoo Street in Lincoln. Logan County Chevrolet, Buick and Cadillac dealer since 1953. Phone 735-4444. And by Four Corners Lube for the best full-service oil changes, transmission, and radiator flushes, brake service, and lawn care needs. Stop by Four Corners Lube at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, Lloyd Kirby, Jim Ash with you this morning at Lincoln Elks, where the big golf tournament's going on today, Joe, and you are not participating this year.
No, and it hurts. I'm telling you, it hurts.
I know. I mean, you're just not yourself this morning. I can see a little sadness, depression as you watch these golfers zoom by in their carts on this beautiful Saturday morning. And
128 of them.
And you don't get to partake.
Yeah, we had some miscommunication. My partner, I thought he signed us up. He thought I signed us up. And next thing you know, we're not signed up. And, it fills up pretty quick. Just to get a word out there, it is open to the public. It's called the 4th of July tournament. But, we're having it a week later now. But it is actually, the official title of it is the John Welsh two-man tournament. And it's to benefit the V Foundation. So
nice.
Every one of the golfers that are golfing today are throwing in $20 to the V Foundation, which is pretty nice. And we got a few guys that hopefully might roll through and talk to us a little bit about it. But it's a fun tournament. You got a partner. It's a two-man. You hit every other ball. And the goal is you want to get into tomorrow, because if you get into tomorrow, you're playing for the money. You're third and fourth and first and second.
Well, you say lack of communication, so that doesn't just partake to this show. That's just basically your life.
That is like I used to tell Shaner, if there's a lack of communication, it's not from me. I have a degree in it, and I would make copies of it and hand it to all of them. If there's a problem here, it's not on my side.
It's on your side.
It's never your fault, is it?
No. Thank you, Lloyd.
Well, we got a busy show today. We're going to actually kick off the show with Who's on the Phone here in a few minutes. We got Matt Troha with the IHSA calling back to update us on the changes in, I guess, this whole, I don't even know what you call it anymore, but
COVID controversy.
Debacle. And then we're going to have the golf pro, I heard, Jeff Peterson. So a busy show today. We're going to get right to it with Who's on the Phone. So kick it off, Jimmy.
My name is what? My name is what? My name is what's my name? What's your name? Hope you get my name. What's my name? And I won't tell no one your name.
It is the name game, and you have the opportunity to win. Is it $25?
$25.
Somebody win?
No
2
one
weeks
won
ago?
last week.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have a show.
didn't play.
But
That's a good point.
You can call in at
871-4930 is the number to call if you want to ask a yes/no question to try and nail down the identity of our mystery guest, or if you want to try to guess their identity. So, all right, gentlemen.
let's get to it.
Here's your clue.
I'm looking forward to some red herrings.
I haven't got to do this for 2 weeks.
You haven't, so you should be sharp and good to go.
Yeah.
Actually, our mystery guest cannot hear us, I'm being told. So,
Well, then it's going to be tough to play.
Well,
Let's talk about something else.
our chief engineer.
It's been smoking hot. You guys been okay?
well.
It's hot out. There, turn that up.
Oh, okay. Hopefully that solved it. It works
always
better
a-
when you plug it in,
Oh,
right?
Jim.
It's always a button or a
No,
plug.
that was me. That was me.
Okay,
All
then.
right.
All right,
Thank you.
Lloyd.
Hopefully our mystery guest can hear us now. And so here is your clue, gentlemen. Joe, you were asking something about this, so this might help you out. It's true today's mystery guest at one time attended LCHS.
Okay.
However, our guest did not graduate from there, but I digress. So our guest is kind of like a judge in that they're sometimes seen at a court, and they hand out penalties and make rulings as good as gold in a fort.
Wow, we might have to listen to that again.
I hate this game.
It's true today's mystery guest at one time attended LCHS. However, our guest did not graduate from there, but I digress. So our guest is kind of like a judge in that they're sometimes seen at a court, and they hand out penalties and make rulings as good as gold in a fort.
So I'm thinking maybe a referee, maybe a basketball ref, or
Mystery guest, are you there? Can you say hello to our illustrious panel?
Hello.
hello. Okay.
Oh,
right,
he's
so we
disguising
do
that voice, huh?
10 yes/no question. 930, the number to call. $25 jackpot on the line. You can ask a yes/no question to try and pin down the identity of our mystery guest, or try to guess their identity.
I say
So-
ask the official question.
Okay. Do we get the free?
Mystery. All right, sure. We'll throw that one out there. Mystery guest, do you know anything about film editing?
He probably can't hear us again.
Ask that one again. I didn't hear you.
Our mystery guest sounds like John Lennon.
Mystery guest is
Mystery
in the
guest, do you
booth
know
already.
anything about film editing?
No.
Okay.
All right, so there's your bonus
There's
question.
one.
You got 10 yes/no questions left. Good luck, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Maybe again.
The show will self-destruct in 60 minutes.
Was he in a were you an official?
Official referee.
We want you back through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
I guess we're on to stuff.
Now I'm done.
And mystery guest, by the way, we're at the local golf course here in Lincoln with a charity golf outing going on, and our panelists happen to know a lot of the participants. So if you hear random comments in the background, that's what that is. Or sometimes the show just goes off on a tangent.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Sometimes we'll go off the air.
So we got. He's a referee. We've seen.
well, Joe asked if it's an official. I mean, that could be that could be a referee. It could be football. It could be wrestling. It could
Joe.
be
Yeah, it could be. Well, pinpoint it, partner.
could be an umpire. Could be volleyball.
We got to figure out what the gold is.
Well,
Gold. So could have been the Olympics.
Ooh,
judge.
they do have gold medals in the Olympics, don't they?
Yes, they do. No. Caller, mystery caller. Were you ever in the Olympics? That's a good question.
No.
Okay.
It's a horrible question.
Oh, you didn't have one.
Do you referee basketball?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good question.
Okay.
Joe.
That's a good question. That's on point, narrowing the focus. 871-4930 if we have any listeners
So-
who would like to participate,
It's got to be.
trying to guess the identity of our mystery guest, or a yes/no question.
Mystery guest, do you know Mark Newhouse?
Yes.
Oh, look at Josie circling the waters.
Okay, so maybe he's
Might
on
be smelling blood in the water.
Newhouse's crew. And Lloyd has to know him because, I mean, you don't just go out and get just a referee.
No.
So he's got to be well known to the community, wouldn't you think, Joe?
Well, Joe and I were talking off the air. He was asking about where the person was from, and I said we always try to get guests with whom our listeners would be familiar. So.
Oh, do we? Because do we?
Like Tom McCarthy, the play-by-play guy of the Phillies.
What's throwing me off is the fact that you did not graduate from Lincoln High School.
That is true. First part of the clue: our mystery guest at one time attended LCHS. However, our guest did not graduate from there.
So he refs there probably quite often, but didn't graduate from there.
And it's basketball, and you know all about basketball.
Yeah, but I don't know referees. I'm usually yelling at them.
Sometimes most of the time they're correct. We got a spot? You got a shot?
Well, we have a listener who texts him frequently, and he threw something out there.
Well, that's good. We need the help.
If our listener would like to win $25, 871-4930.
No.
And we'll actually make it a little easier on that listener. This is not the famed broadcaster Scott Busboom.
And it's not that listener either.
Oh, okay.
It's a listener with some intelligence who knows quite a bit about Lincoln sports. And are you affiliated with the IHSA?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then, okay.
We might be.
Our listener's very smart. I don't know why you wouldn't call in and try to guess. Yes. Okay. I didn't even see that one.
I'll throw in 4 tickets tonight.
Ooh, sweetening the pot.
We're gonna throw in 4 tickets on top of this $25 tonight's action park. So that just bumped this little jackpot up.
Takes it to another level.
Another level, I mean ESPN level here.
Something like that.
Now, will that be with the COVID seating?
I think you have to wear a bikini, don't you? 871-4930.
Men and women.
The number to call if you have a guess to the identity of our listener. We just had a breakthrough that this person is affiliated with the IHSA.
And mystery guest, have you been on the Cheap Seat show before?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
If it is who I think it is, and the listener, he's really disguising his voice well.
Well, why wouldn't your texter call in and try to win?
Well, he says if it's him, then we're supposed to give.
Joe can't read that.
Yeah, close one eye. Okay.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good there. See, okay, so my confusion was this. Listener, I'll ask a question. Listener, did you attend Lincoln High School and not graduate?
Well, not listener, it's our guest.
Guest? Guest.
He's listening.
Yes.
Then that can't be right.
What? What was the question?
Did you attend Lincoln High School but not graduate from Lincoln High School?
Well, I mean, you can work there and attend it. So no.
I guess you're right.
Were you a administrator at Lincoln Community High School?
That's a good question.
Yes.
Okay, so that certainly helps.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a heck of a job.
We've done all we can for the listeners.
Yeah.
And he's as good as gold in a fort.
Yeah. Boy. Look at Jim come around now. You pirate.
Well, maybe that just threw me off then.
871-4930. Listeners, if you would like to win $25 plus 4 tickets to tonight's Action Park, bikini optional.
Somebody sent.
Throw out that number again.
871-4930 is the number to call. $25 jackpot on the line, 4 tickets to tonight's Action Park. And the fame and fortune of knowing that you correctly guessed the identity of our mystery guest.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Now we got a caller. Somebody needs to win.
All right.
Okay, we have a caller on the line. Go ahead.
Caller,
Hey, is it Sam Knox?
mystery guest, are you Sam Knox?
That's me.
Sam,
Wow.
and you did a heck of a job disguising your voice. And, you know, you had that deeper tone. We had when we first kicked this off, we had Coach Al on, and he just tried to disguise his voice, and he sounded like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
so,
female. He went female.
Yeah, so I got.
But he made it all the way through. He did fool you.
He did, because I didn't
Yeah, he
think he
did.
could get his voice that high. But Sam Knox
in a
on
lot
the
of pain
line.
afterwards,
Yeah, so just
Rod Clark.
Rod Clark.
That's big Rod Clark.
Yeah, Rod Clark, winner of $25 and 4 tickets to tonight's action.
4 tickets, Rod. So beautiful day to go to tonight's action. Where can he get those tickets, Jim? Or you talk to him? Okay.
Yeah, Jim will talk to you. You can discuss your swim attire as far as bikini or not bikini.
Let's see that.
All right, thanks for calling in, Rod.
Yep, thanks, Rod.
And just to clarify a programming note, Matt Troha will not be calling in because our IHSA official is
well,
on the
there we
line with
go.
us now. So
We
this is
can,
like a 2-for-1 special.
Yeah, so Sam, we can put tight shoes on you. Has anything changed with the IHSA lately?
You mean in the last hour or in the last week? Holy moly.
Since you went to
like
bed.
a nightmare that won't end.
Yeah, and Sam,
It's unbelievable.
yeah, we talked to you, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and then we had Matt Troha on, and right when we hung up the phone with you, we forgot all about talking about how they moved the tournament to Champaign, and we were just about to call you back, but we were running out of time. Did you guys talk to Matt Troha about that a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I wasn't here. Just kind of refresh our memories. How did that all go about? And was that a tough decision? And something that kind of is in the back of my mind, you know, at Peoria, they had the experience, you know, the big exhibit hall. Is that going to play, is that going to be a factor at Champaign as well? Do they have the facilities to do that?
So. I don't think they have the room at the State Farm Center. They intend to have some activities, you know, in the hallways and the areas around the gym itself, but they just don't have the room that they had in Peoria to do all those things. So it was a bid process, and Champaign and Peoria both put in bids to host. And our staff and our board of directors just felt like Champagne's was the better bid. It's nothing against Peoria. It was a fantastic tournament there for 25 years, and they had tons of volunteers who dedicated lots of time and energy to make it happen, and really built it into one of the nation's premier high school state tournaments. But you know, we're revamping the tournament completely, and all 4 classes will be at the state finals the same weekend, so it'll be a neat format coming up this year for, you know, 1 weekend to girls and 1 weekend to boys, and have that final Saturday of the season will be all 4 state championship games. That'll be a neat ticket for somebody who loves basketball to sit there and watch 4 state championship games in one day. So
yeah, and
at
That's
this
real
point,
cool.
we hope we get there with all this coronavirus stuff going on.
25 years. Man, I remember back in the day when it was at Champaign, and it's been at Peoria for 25 years. I just, man, that shows my age right there.
Certainly does.
Wow.
Yeah, the first year was my first year as a teacher and a coach way back in the 95-96 school year. So March of 96 was the very first tournament in Peoria, and I was there because I was a young basketball coach, and I felt lucky to get a ticket, and we were sitting about 5 rows from the top of the gym, and that place was jam-packed. It was a great experience.
Absolutely.
And we all know crowds have gone down over the years, and there's a variety of reasons for that, and we're not naive to think that, suddenly moving it back to Champaign, that, you know, the assembly hall is going to be standing room only. It's not.
Right.
But it'll be a great experience for the kids. We know that. The folks in Champaign have done an A-plus job with our wrestling state finals for many years. I know Joe has been there many times to cover some Lincoln kids over the years. And the wrestling tournament there is just phenomenal.
It's awesome,
Yeah.
We know it'll be the same for basketball.
Yeah, and, you know, State Farm, you know, the State Farm Center, you know, redid everything. It's a fantastic, you know, arena right now. And moving, you know, all the 4 classes to 1 weekend, you know, there's expense, you know, running these tournaments, and, you know, combining it into, you know, 1 weekend boys, 1 weekend girls. And that could actually benefit you in attendance and fill those seats up a little more, because you got 4 classes there, and, you know, bringing all these people in at once. So was that another factor, you know, or another consideration for moving them all to 1 weekend?
That was part of it, yeah, no doubt. Our board of directors asked us a couple of years ago to really look at the basketball tournaments and try some fresh ideas, some new ways of doing things, and ultimately get to a state champion, but maybe do it in a little bit different way. So our staff came up with this idea of running the whole state with the girls tournament at the same time, and then the very next week run the whole state with the boys tournament at the same time. And certainly when you do anything brand new, you're a little bit nervous about how it's going to go, but we feel really excited about the new format of the tournament. And you're right, Scott, the State Farm Center, the way it looks now compared to the way it looked 5, 6, 10 years ago. It used to just be a gray bowl of concrete. It was pretty blah and boring. And now, orange and blue seats and fantastic video boards and scoreboards and all kinds of color. It's just an amazing place, and we're excited about that.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Now, they're keeping girls at Redbird Arena, correct?
Correct. Okay. Yeah, that's a great spot for the girls' state finals, and ISU really does a nice job with that tournament. So the girls will stay at ISU, and the boys will go to Champaign.
Well, let's talk a minute. Let's switch gears a minute and talk about what's going on right now, because we've had more changes, and everybody's getting a little worried now about fall sports. So can you update us?
Yeah, that was the fun part. Now we get into the not so fun.
Yeah, it's been a nightmare that seemingly won't end. Just when we think we're starting to turn the corner and starting to let kids get out the equipment and the balls and to get back in the gym and the football field, the Illinois Health Department says, whoa, hold on. We've had a few schools that have had positive cases of the coronavirus. Let's dial this back a little bit. Put the balls away. You can keep the balls out. You just can't have personal contact. You can't play live basketball. You can't play 7-on-7 football. You can't play live volleyball and soccer. You can just do ball drills and handoffs and passing and shooting free throws and stuff like that, which that's something. But boy, here we are on July 11th, and practice is supposed to start on August 10th, so that's less than a month from now. And I think reality is starting to hit a lot of people around the state, including me and probably you guys. This fall sports season is really it's on the edge of the cliff right now, unfortunately.
That is not what I wanted to hear this morning, but you guys have it rough over there, and with things changing, like you said, by the hour, you just never know. You could wake up one day and be completely different than yesterday, and we got to give you guys some kudos just for what you guys do there. And a lot of people obviously are disappointed and maybe upset that that this is going on, but you guys don't take this lightly. This is something that you guys are really digging deep into, and there's guidelines and that you guys have to follow, and and even lawsuits and stuff like that you have to consider if you go down a road and something bad happens. You have to look at it that way too. And boy, you guys, it's rough, but man, I know
that it wasn't I saw yesterday where New Mexico, the state of New Mexico, they canceled fall sports, and that they were pressuring Texas into canceling fall sports. And if you cancel Texas high school football, that's a pretty big deal, Sam.
Yeah, that's about as big as it gets in high school sports, no doubt. New Mexico has moved their football to the spring. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you that the number one question from our principals, athletic directors, and coaches the past couple of days has been, hey, is there any possibility that we can either move some fall sports to the spring or flip-flop seasons? And I think probably when I was on the radio with you guys about a month ago, at that time I would have said no, it's too late. We can't do that. It's not, athletic directors and getting officials lined up and all that stuff. If we put football and boys soccer and girls volleyball in the spring and move baseball, softball, and maybe track and field to the fall, I didn't think we could do it. But hearing talk among the state is I think some people would rather take that risk and do that, even though it's late in the game right now to do that. Go ahead and do that with fingers crossed that football and volleyball and soccer can happen by the time we get to the spring. But that's not my decision. That's not Craig Anderson's or Matt Trollhau's decision. That'll be our board of directors' decision if we want to go down that path. But if we are going to do that in flip-flop seasons, that needs to happen pretty quick so athletic directors can start planning for all their schedules.
Yeah, well, you know what? Just put all the football players, put shields on their helmet. Won't that eliminate it?
Yeah.
Probably
Some
not.
think that, but it's tough because, like you said, our staff we're doing things. We're trying to do everything we can to make seasons happen.
Yeah, and
we want this to happen, but sometimes our hands are tied by the health department making these restrictions on sports.
Sure.
And it's unfortunate that these restrictions apply from the northern edge of Illinois all the way down to Cairo and from Danville to Quincy. It's unfortunate the whole state is following the same rules just because of some schools in the suburbs that might have some positive cases. And I'm telling you guys, no matter what we do, I think the coronavirus is here to stay.
Yep.
We're going to have positive cases popping up from now till we die, probably.
Absolutely. It's not going anywhere.
I don't know the magic answer of when we get back into this and just say, heck with it. We're going to go back to normal life and go.
Yeah.
Some people say we should do that right now, but others say, nope, hold on, slow down. So, Craig Anderson has a son in high school. I got 3 kids in high school right now, so this hits home for both of us.
Absolutely.
And some of our other staff members too. So, we want our kids to be out there playing sports just like thousands of other kids around the state. So it's a tough situation, and I certainly hope it gets better sooner than later.
Oh, I'm with you. And it's uncharted waters. There's no playbook on how to handle this. It's just, I guess, play it by ear and see what happens. But yeah, I'm on board with you, Sam. I'll have a senior in college playing college basketball, and you don't want his senior year in college to end like this. And there's talks about a lot of kids redshirting and wait until next year, and that could just bundle everything up for kids going to college in 2021. It's just there's just no right answer, and everybody's just on the edge of their seat right now, just wanting get back to normal.
And you look at kids like, to throw one out there, you look at kids like Drew Singleton, and I mean, gosh, that kid had a pretty good chance of playing for a state championship in basketball, and he's got a pretty good chance of coming right back out here in golf and going to state, and could virtually lose both seasons.
Yeah.
To a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Well, I think the dominoes nationwide are starting to fall against fall sports. The Ivy League came out this week and said they're canceling all fall sports. The Big Ten, other major football conferences have said we're only going to play conference games. I'm not sure that solves anything because if you're trying to restrict travel, look how big the Big Ten footprint is from Rutgers all the way to Nebraska.
Right.
I saw something the other day that said, hey, you're only playing conference games. So how does it make sense that Illinois is not going to play a game against Illinois State this fall in football, but yet 2 weeks later they're going to go ahead and make a trip to Rutgers?
Right.
That doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, it doesn't.
So
No.
I don't know. I just think the dominoes seem like they're starting to fall, and that's why those principals and athletic directors and some coaches have been calling our staff and emailing our staff saying, hey, should we really, really look at moving football, volleyball, soccer, maybe even cross-country to the spring and just do a flip-flop of the seasons? But the hard part is there's no guarantee that if we move those fall sports to the spring, that by the time we get to mid-March and want to start practicing for those sports, there's no guarantee that we'll even be able to practice them then. So nobody knows the right answer. That's the hardest part.
Sam, you're on the sports side of it, but what actually, the chicken and the egg thing, what actually comes first? Do you have to, does the IHSA have to figure something out with schools and then you make your play off of that, or, you know what I mean? Or is that?
Yeah, that's a great question. You're right. The IHSA wouldn't exist if we didn't have schools. So you're asking a really good question, Joe. And I think a lot of that will be a local decision. We've already heard from a variety of schools, and it runs the whole spectrum. Some are saying we're going back. Kids and teachers are going to wear masks like we're told to. We're going to have live, in-person, kids sitting in desks instruction. Other schools are giving people the option. You can either stay home and learn online. You can come to school and sit in the desk. Other schools I've heard are going to a block schedule. They'll have some kids come on Mondays and Wednesdays. Other kids come on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Everybody stays home on Fridays and learn off the computer. So there's a whole bunch of different models around the state. And I think that'll be a local decision by Lincoln High School, Mount Zion High School, Muhammad Seymour High School, Mount Pulaski, Hartsburg-Emden, deciding what meets qualifications for those kids to be eligible to play. So,
and then if
a kid stays home and learns on a computer all day, is he eligible to show up at 3 o'clock and go ahead and practice whatever sport is in season? Or if a girl only comes to school 2 days a week and learns at home on the computer the other 3 days of the week, is she eligible to come to school at 3 o'clock and practice her sport? So, yeah, a lot of those decisions have to be made before we even get to the starting line of the school year. And
then you have the unfortunate thing of, what if it's football and you're playing Mount Zion Friday, and on Monday, they tell you they had 3 kids in the school that tested positive, not necessarily football players, but in the school. Then someone's got to make a decision on, hey, do we go ahead and play them, or we don't play them, or is that a forfeit? Or I don't know. There's a lot of things going on.
All those thoughts keep me awake
down another road.
At night, man.
I don't know how you guys are going to figure it out.
Yeah. That's why you get paid the big bucks.
As well as I do. Yeah, some schools are going to say, we know that school has some positive cases, and we're okay with that. We're going to go ahead and get on a bus, we're going to go and play them in this game. Mm-hmm. Other schools might say, no way, Jose. We are not going to put our kids at risk. We're not going to go play them. Well, we at the IHSA, we're not in a position to force anybody to play a game if they don't want to. So there's going to be a lot of those decisions made by principals, superintendents, athletic directors. That it's going to be a lot of stress. Nobody wants to do this, but it's not going to be easy.
No. Then you may have a parent that just says, I'm not going to let my son or daughter play in that game. I don't know. Yeah, it's a good thing that we put you smart people in charge of that.
Yeah, we couldn't
this radio show could not figure that stuff out. I'm just telling you right now. We had enough trouble getting the cords together and setting this table up.
We couldn't even plug the phone in right to talk to you. But yeah, it's just kind of like just a broken record. Once you guys brought out stage 4, or not you guys, but the government, I should say, brought out stage 4. We thought, well, here we go. We're starting to get the ball rolling, and now these kids could get together and practice, and groups of 50 and stuff like that, and then boom, it just goes downhill from there, and it was just like we're starting over. And man, it's got to be frustrating on your end, just having to deal with this. And I know it's frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
And our end, the sports world, we kind of run out of things to talk about, and and now it's just like I'm doing now, babbling.
Well, and I don't know, what the health department or the governor's office's plan is. It seems to me as if they're aiming for a world where the coronavirus doesn't exist. Okay, we heard about these cases here or there. Let's shut everything down. Well, again, this is not going away. I don't think it's ever going to be completely erased from the face of the earth, just like the flu bug, just like other illnesses that pop up from time to time. So if we're aiming for a world where the coronavirus doesn't exist and everybody feels free to go out and live their life, that's not going to happen. So does that mean school and sports are just done forever? In Illinois, because we hear of other states, Nebraska, Missouri. I talked to a colleague of mine from Missouri. I said, are you guys even thinking about moving football to the spring? And he said, no, that's never been discussed. We're going to try our best to play football in the fall. And why are states so different? I don't know. Why is Illinois so restrictive while other states are loosening up? I don't know. I don't have that answer. I wish I did, but maybe we'll figure that out.
The virus has been here long before, back in even November, October, December, and millions and millions of people have probably had it and didn't know it. And, it's just nobody really knows, and everybody's grasping for straws right now and, trying to make that, political decision. And man, if there's no sports or no school,
well, you're going to see more people leaving the state of Illinois.
Yeah,
we already have enough.
You are, yeah. And I'm not a big NASCAR fan, but you guys probably follow it a little bit. You got this superstar driver, Jimmy Johnson from NASCAR. He's won all these cup titles. He's one of their best. So he tests positive for the virus a couple weeks ago. He has no symptoms whatsoever.
Right.
He doesn't feel sick. He doesn't have a fever. No symptoms, yet he tested positive and had to sit out a race. And the young man from Riverton got to take his place in that race a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Jarrett Allgaier, I believe.
Yes.
Anyway, and then Jimmy Johnson puts out on social media, hey, I know I tested positive last week, but since then I've had 2 negative tests. Well, I don't know science. I'm not a doctor, but how do you go from testing positive and then a few days later take 2 tests that both show negative?
Yeah.
I don't know how that works with this virus. How's that possible? I mean,
Well,
you got these kids in college, 21, 22-year-old college football players who are being tested, and they have no symptoms at all, no fever, no illness, but the coach says, hey, you tested positive. You got to leave campus for a couple weeks and quarantine. What, Coach? I don't feel sick at all.
Right.
I mean, how does this? I don't understand that part of it.
well, there's a lot of theories out there, and we could talk about this for hours on hours, and, wrong or right, true
Sam,
or false, I don't know.
Sam, why don't you just be a Saturday morning caller from now on for the next 6-8 weeks
no
and
doubt.
keep us updated?
Well,
Yeah, this show
like
goes a lot
at some
smoother.
point, I will run out of stuff to say.
Well,
No, I don't think so.
we've already hit that point, so
Can you come up with a different accent each week?
that was a good one. That was a good voice disguiser. Is that something you worked on for a few days, or just?
Yeah, ever since Lloyd contacted me and asked me to be the mystery guest, I've been working my tail off on this accented deep voice, and
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one.
Yeah, nice work.
Something else we should throw out there. Happy anniversary to you, Sam. I saw in the IHSA your bio that you started at the IHSA on July 11th. So
There you go.
happy
4 years
anniversary
ago
to you.
today.
right, I forgot about that. Thank you.
There you go. The IHSA, there's probably a gift in the
I'm
mail
sure
for
they'll
you.
send you a nice little bonus.
We might be able to get you a
Yeah.
cheap seats hat.
Yeah, maybe if I ever
He
figure it
won't
out.
wear it.
Yeah, we'll get a cheap seats hat your way.
Or we will pay
You're
for
talking
it.
about these passes to Ninth Action Park where bikinis are optional. I might want one of those passes.
Oh, well, there you go.
You didn't hear the discussion that preceded that, though.
Yeah.
Is Ninth Action Park even open these days? I don't know.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they're not scared of it. I think chlorine kills it.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go.
So just
I'm
spray
just-
all the gyms
yeah.
and football fields with chlorine, and we're good to go.
Just set those chlorine tabs around each corner, and we're good.
Sam, thanks for the phone call.
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah, we always enjoy hearing from you. So even if you're not the mystery guest, keep us in mind and update us.
Yeah, and you guys have a tough road ahead, and there's no better people to be in charge than you guys over there. I know you guys take a lot of heat, but decisions aren't taken lightly, and just keep up the good work, and hopefully next time we talk to you, we'll have some good news.
So that's what I was going to say. Hopefully next time we talk, either we're playing fall sports or something's happened where we've done a switch and we flip-flop seasons, and at least the goal is we want kids getting to play. Whether a team has its eyes set on a state finals like Lincoln basketball did last year, or whether a softball or a track team realizes, hey, we're not going to be very good this year. We just like to play and get out there and have some fun. It doesn't matter to us. We want thousands of kids to be able to do what they can do and what they love to do. And if that means shortening seasons or flip-flopping seasons, or maybe even just running some sports with a regular season that doesn't culminate in a state finals and a state championship, I think at some point people would be okay with that in this day and age that we're living in, just to get kids out doing what they love to do. It's not going to be an easy road, but we'll get there with the cooperation of a lot of people. So great to talk to you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend.
All right, Sam, you too.
Thanks for the info, Sam.
Yep.
Thanks, Sam.
You bet. Thanks, guys. Take care.
All right, Sam Knox with the Illinois High School Association. He's the Assistant Executive Director over there in Bloomington.
And he should be.
Always great talking. Man, he's so smart and just full of knowledge. And
He's an excellent speaker.
He is, absolutely. And it's great having him on the show. We're going to take a commercial break. We come back, we're going to have another guest.
Jeff Peterson's going to be on.
Jeff Peterson, the golf pro out here at Lincoln Elk. So stay tuned. You're in the cheap seats on 96.3 FM.
Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln has outrageous deals going on now that will allow you to transform every room in your home with top quality furniture like Ashley brand and the full line of Bemco mattresses. Whether it's outfitting your living room, family room, dining room, or breakfast nook, Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln will save you more than the big box store and will leave you money to select the best Bemco mattresses, which are also on sale in all sizes now at Jake's. And you'll also love the full line of gorgeous bedroom outfits, which just arrived and are priced to sell in many styles: contemporary, modern, classic, and traditional, just to name a few. For more details and to ask about free financing, stop by the Jake's Furnishing showroom located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Check out their all-new website at jakesfurnishings.com, phone 735-1212, and become a fan on Facebook. Jake's Furnishings. Make it your own.
This is Attorney Jim Grimaldi. Have you been arrested for DUI? A DUI is a serious offense with potentially severe consequences, which may include jail time, high fines, lengthy periods of probation, even suspension or revocation of your driver's license. The laws regarding DUI are very complex and continually changing every day. You need an attorney with knowledge and experience in handling DUI cases, whether or not this is your first offense. I have vast experience in the area of DUI law. As a former chief DUI prosecutor for Sangamon County, I prosecuted thousands of DUIs and was exposed to every possible defense strategy. Call me and let me put my experience to work for you.
Call Grimaldi Law Office now at 217-651-8089. That's 217-651-8089, or visit GrimaldiLawOffice.com. Newly remodeled and completely updated, the Christian Village is Lincoln's only faith-based retirement community and is the area's leader for independent, assisted, and skilled senior living and healthcare services. The Christian Village at 1507 7th Street offers a wide array of living options for older adults, such as independent living, rehabilitation, skilled nursing, and memory care. For a private consultation and tour of the campus, please phone 217-732-2189. The Christian Village in Lincoln, a community of compassion. Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Jim Ash on behalf of Chris Grau of Grau Chevrolet Buick Cadillac. You still have time to enter for 2 great drawings to win product from a few outstanding local businesses. Stop in Grau's service department to see Nate, Tub, or Dave to register for a Weber gas grill or a $300 gift card from our local Lincoln Ace Hardware. Drawing to be held July 15th. After you register for the Weber grill or Ace Hardware gift card, head up to Grau's sales department to register for their weekly drawing for $50 gift cards to one of 5 local restaurants. No purchase necessary. Winner does not need to be present to win. Please keep in mind you can't win if you don't enter, and you can't enter if you don't visit the Grau Service or Sales Department. Need more information? Call 217-735-4444. Go online to grauinc.com or do it the old-fashioned way and stop by and see them at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Check out the full line of Grasshopper and Husqvarna lawn equipment with great summer specials on all mowers and trimmers at Four Corners Lube, including financing, which is available. Get into Four Corners Lube, located at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln now for the best service possible. Open Monday through Saturday, phone 217-735-2761. Four Corners Lube, home of the full-service in and out oil change.
This is Darcy from St. Clair's Rehab and Senior Care in Lincoln. If you need short-term rehab, there's only one choice: our Restore Therapy services. We work closely with our local hospitals and physicians to ensure a continuation of care, matched by no other rehab provider. Visit stclairsrehab.com or call me at 217-870-1097 to learn more about our exclusive Restore Therapy services located on Castle Manor Drive. St. Clair's Rehab and Senior Care, where the people are the difference.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. I pay for this spot on the radio today to remind you of something that you have been putting off for a long time: life insurance. You need life insurance. I know that you are waiting until after you paid off the car, or after your vacation, or as soon as you lose weight and quit smoking. The fact is, you need life insurance. Your family depends on you to provide an income to them. You need life insurance. Call me today, Joe Ryan, 735-4385.
This is Gordon Boyd from WAND Sports. You're listening to Cheap Seats with Joe, Jake, Jim, Lloyd, and my guy, Shabadoo. Shabadoo! On 96.3 FM, WLCN.
Jim going a little techno today. Listen to him. He's got a little giddy up in that step. Listen. All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM. We are here at Lincoln Elks for the big golf weekend, Joe. And with us now, we have the golf pro out here, Jeff Peterson. Good morning.
Good morning.
And that's got a pretty good title to it, golf pro.
Yeah, it's an interesting career.
How long have you been golfing?
Oh, my whole life.
Whole life?
Yeah, I got in the golf business in 1991 and became a golf professional in 1994. And it's been very rewarding.
How does one become a golf professional?
Well, it's changed a little bit since when I went through it, but now when I went through it, you had to go to a couple business schools, pass playability test, and then you had to work so many hours under a Class A PGA professional.
Oh wow!
So it's quite a bit involved. It took me 4 years to get through it all.
Okay, so. That's pretty good gig. You know,
yeah,
you get to be on a golf course and
absolutely,
you know, and
be around people all the time. And
anything ever go wrong at a golf course?
Oh no.
It's all great.
No, it's all great.
So, how long you been the golf pro out here?
This is my 9th season.
Gosh, it's been that long.
Yeah,
9 years.
Yeah, I came in 2012.
And where were you at before?
I was in Oskaloosa, Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm originally from Iowa. And I was got my first head professional professional job up in Wisconsin, Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. And then I came back to Iowa and was there for 8 years and then came over here. My wife's from Galesburg, so...
I got family from Galesburg. Yeah, that's where I'm from.
A little close to home and somehow a Kansas City Chief.
Oh, absolutely.
I think just this year I saw he bought all his gear like this
You're Kansas
year.
City? Well,
no, listen to a word he said.
You're going to have to buy more gear because they got a pretty big contract to pay.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I've been a fan my whole life, and it's
You're not just
I'm enjoying it.
He's a bandwagon jumper.
I know.
So don't let him fool you.
Well, look at his shirt, the GOAT.
Yeah, and he's an Arizona fan. He's a New England fan. He's a Raider fan.
I'm a Tom Brady fan.
It's whoever's winning, he's a fan.
No, Arizona doesn't win.
I waited my whole life for a Super Bowl. I didn't know if I'd ever see it, but last year was fun.
Then you sign that cat up for 10 more years.
That's right.
From the looks of it, you might see several more.
I hope so.
They got a pretty good squad over there.
Did you see
talented.
Did you see the thing? I can't remember where it was. I saw the other day, but it said that like 3 years ago, one of those coaches said that Patrick Mahomes would be the highest paid player in the NFL someday. Yeah. Wait till he gets there. And he said it like 4 years ago, and now, look what he's done.
I'll be honest with you. When they drafted him, I kind of went, what? But they knew what they were doing.
Wow, does he make it happen?
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
I'm a Bears fan, and the Bears could have had him.
Yeah, they could have.
But, you
they
never
didn't need him.
No.
Hey, Jeff, let's talk about the Elks and what's going on out here, because this is probably the best kept secret in Logan County.
It is. We have people come all the time from Springfield, Decatur, Peoria, Bloomington, and the ones that have never been here can't believe that, that it's here. It's very nice.
Well. Gazzardo and Singleton going by.
Gazzardo knows how to golf?
Who would have thought that?
I didn't know he knew how to golf.
But yeah, it is one of the best kept secrets, I think. It's a great golf course, nice layout. People out here are great. This has obviously been a very strange year, but we're heading in the right direction now, I hope. We officially opened May 29th, and since we opened, it's been very busy. The heat here recently set us back a little bit with play, but we have our membership is all things considered this year actually really good.
And let's talk about membership for a second, though. Yeah. I don't think enough people understand in the community that you do have the Mondays are wide open, and you can come out and golf on any Monday.
Absolutely, yeah. We have, you can purchase an activity package, which will include pool, swimming, and golf. And for those people that live in Lincoln that don't want to do the activity package, we offer a 10-round punch card, and they can also play on Logan County Mondays. And this year, we got a great deal going right now. I mean, for a new member joining, a half-year membership, and you get half price plus 20% off of that. So, and then you're going to get another 10% next year when you join. So we got some pretty good, and like I said, the membership overall, with all things considered, this year has been real well. And
well, I'm no golf professional, as you've seen me, and I haven't traveled the world and played golf courses, but I will say that the one thing about this place is it's an awesome course, and you can always find a shade. For some people are scared of the sun, they think a golf course is sunny. It is. I mean, we don't have much shade over a green, but you for the most part, every time you
what people that come and play it for the first time are really amazed by is the front nine is really pretty flat. You can walk the front nine, it wouldn't be that tough, but that back nine is totally different. Yes, and that's what makes it neat. It's two different nines, and the back nine's got a lot of elevation changes, and it's a nice golf course.
Yeah, if you're a first time player, you probably play the front six and go, well, you know what, this course is pretty easy. Yeah. And then when you wind around in here to the back, it's not so easy.
And it's a short golf course, compared to other golf courses, but it's not easy. I mean, it's got some tight holes. The greens aren't real big, but it's in great shape.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. Looking out here, it looks really, really good. We've had some rain lately, but it's been kind of dry, and I mean, it looks really good out there, nice and green. And man, I wish I was playing today, Joe.
Yeah. Well, that's two of us.
Yeah, we hired a new superintendent this year. His name's Tom Sluter. He's doing a good job.
Let's move on to tell us about the tournaments that are open to the public, because I really think there's a lot of confusion in the community of, it's private out there, it's this, it's that. I'm telling you, if you ever come out here and look around, it's an awesome deal.
Yeah, I mean, the way it works, if you live outside of Lincoln or Logan County, you can come and pay a green fee. You can play every day if you wanted to. People that live in Logan County, they can either get an activity package, Logan County Mondays, or the punch card. And the whole idea of the punch card is get them out here and get them, show them what we have. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we hope to get them, become a member.
What's the punch card?
It's a 10-round punch card. And you can do either 9 or 18 holes.
Okay, so you buy this card and you can come out 10 times.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. And you can use that as, if you live in Lincoln, you can use that any day of the week.
Any day of the week. And what's the price on that?
It's $150 up front, and then it's $20 each time that you play, and that includes your card.
Okay, and that's 10 rounds, so that's 30. That includes your card.
Includes your card. So, and the nice perk about that is you can use it anytime. You can use it on Saturday and Sunday.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. You do the math on that. That's even cheaper than probably just coming out and
it's a good deal.
Golfing.
It's a great deal.
That's probably gonna. Now, okay, my next question is, if you buy that that pass, can anybody use it?
Or it's not transferable, but if you bring someone out with you, you can take two punches.
Just two punches. Okay, I guess I worded it wrong, but that's a great deal.
Oh,
that's a phenomenal deal.
And if you let's talk about today's tournament, because this is the best tournament probably.
It's a good one,
and it is open to the public.
It is. Yes.
So you just need to get out and get signed up.
This, as you know, Joe, you have to sign up early.
And your credit's no good.
It fills fast. In fact,
do you have a sign-up sheet for next year yet?
Even if you do, Joe will wait until 5 minutes before.
He told us
Who turned your mic on?
I just woke up.
Yeah, and he says it's miscommunication. Well, we see that every week with Joe.
It's funny.
He's our guest getter, and I mean,
at times.
So he did bring you on, but usually the guest getter, he'll tell us about 8:45 Saturday morning who our guest is.
Well,
a lot of times we're waiting to hear
more
back from
likely
people.
it's who our guest was supposed to be. Hey, I had this
Spelled
one
out.
lined up, but you know what? I texted them and they backed out.
some truth in
Well, they
that.
had something going on.
There's
Well,
some
you know,
lot
they
of
aren't
truth in
texting me
that.
back.
So we have to thank you for not bailing, because
no problem.
that was usually his excuse. Well, they didn't get back with me, or they couldn't make it. But
Of course, when you text them on a Friday at midnight asking them to be on a Saturday morning show, that you might want
Look,
to step
see,
it up a little
smart
bit,
Alex,
Josie.
there he is. Now,
But yeah, this year, I mean, it filled up this tournament unbelievably fast, and that's one of the perks of being a member, because we opened up to the membership first, and we had more members play this year, and we opened up to non-members on Saturday morning a couple weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, and when I got here at 7, the phone was ringing off the wall, and by 8 o'clock it was full. And it just fills up so fast because the guys love it.
how are your Fridays looking?
Fridays are good. We usually reserve Fridays for our golf outings.
Okay.
But this year with COVID, we've moved all our golf outings to the late summer, early fall. And they start the first one is August 7th, and they run through the 1st of October on pretty much every Friday.
So did the Lincoln College outing get moved?
Yes.
So it's not. It was going to be the 29th.
Yeah, I don't have the. It's not. It's
not
in
when it was
September.
scheduled.
It's
Okay.
in September. I think it's middle of September sometime.
And we want to mention again that today is actually called the John Welch two-man tournament.
Yes.
And all the golfers are donating $20 to the Coach V Foundation.
That's correct. Yes.
With we got involved with that with Todd Lohman and Flaco, and
yes,
it's an awesome charity to give to.
Going to a great cause.
There's still going to be some opportunities out there to give money. I think Todd said there's going to be some other things. We're going to try to get him on here, but it didn't work out. He's in the
busy
middle of
right
something.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the middle of something, and you don't want to lose that concentration, especially if you're playing well.
Now, you give golf lessons
I do.
on the side?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
That's something that I need.
Come out and see me.
Yeah, I definitely need to.
Well, let's talk about that a minute. Do you have to be an Elk member to get golf lessons from you?
No,
So,
you don't.
there
You
go.
can just call the golf shop and we'll set it up for you and
come out anytime.
Get you involved and get you out playing. You bet.
You may retire after a day with me. Looking up, I did not sign up for this crap.
But take up tennis.
You go to the board for more money.
I love doing it. I'm just not very good at it, and I don't get to play very often like my counterpart here, who
He can tell you how often I play.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen him a lot this year.
Really?
Not a lot this year.
Well, then what are you doing during the day? Because you're not at work.
How do you know I'm not at work?
Because I know. And you're not out here.
No, I'm at work. I'm just telling you right now.
Lloyd.
Look, I just had the guy that runs the place tell you I'm not here all the time, so there you go. Well, and golf 18 with me, and you go, you're right, Joe. You don't play very often. Very disappointed. So what's the future look like? You got tonight. You have a band or something going out here, don't we?
There is a band tonight. Yes.
And is that open to public?
It's a birthday party. It's invited.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not.
But there'll be some. It's not. But there'll be some public people hanging around the 19th hole. They can still hear the band and so forth. So and sitting outside.
And the restaurant's
and
open. And
TK's is open. So yeah, everybody will be able to listen to music.
And then let's go through that again. You do not have to be a member to come out and eat at TK's.
No, you do not.
And see, that
is open to the public. And we are considered a semi-private golf club. I mean, we're not private. We changed our name actually 2 years ago now, from Lincoln Elks Country Club to Lincoln Elks Golf Club, because we want to try to get, we want membership, but we're also open to outside play. Like I said, we get a lot of play from Springfield and Bloomington, Decatur area, especially in weekdays in the mornings. A lot of outside play.
Well, it's a great golf course.
Absolutely.
You do an excellent job. I'm not even saying that because you're sitting here.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah,
he don't throw out compliments very often, so you should be
You're
proud.
doing a good job, and hopefully we won't get any rain.
I hope not today. Not today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Monday it can rain all at once.
So you got a pretty long weekend out here, taking care of things. Do you have a support crew?
Oh yeah,
that's helping you out.
Yeah, I got my assistant inside, Nick Adcock. He does a great job. Dave Campbell inside does a great job. And
you don't get better than those guys.
And then our maintenance staff, the crew we have over there does a great job as well. So Yeah, it's the way it works today is they'll play. They did an 8 o'clock shotgun. They'll come in and have lunch after their first match and go out back out for a 1 o'clock shotgun. And then if you lose both matches today, then you don't come back on Sunday.
That's a lot of golf.
I've had that happen.
But it is a lot of golf.
After 18, I'm done.
Yeah. And then tomorrow, it's tea time starting at 9 o'clock. And that's, like I said, there'll be a lot of people out here watching tomorrow because there's some good players out here, and they're fun to watch.
Now, anybody can come out and watch?
Oh, yeah.
And how would they get to each, I guess?
We'll have some carts to rent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they can just drive around or set at a hole and just watch everybody.
Might even be a beverage girl out there.
There might be one or two out there,
You going to put a wig on? might want
I don't think I could generate enough money, so they don't let me do it.
Yeah. You can wear your thong out here.
Wear that bikini.
Yeah, your bikini, your flag.
We're talking about getting together, start a new business of making men's bikinis now. If you want involved,
I think I'll pass on that.
And we're also looking for models.
Definitely pass on that.
We know Jim's going to be like the fashion critic. So.
He's got his eye on you.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Jim's looking out for that stuff.
Jim sees all.
Well, Jeff, we want to thank you for being on.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for having me
again. And,
let's throw phone number, website, any information.
Yeah, website is elks914.org, and our phone number is 217-732-3914.
Okay. If you want some golf lessons, give them a call. Come out here and eat. All kinds of things. And man, what a beautiful morning.
Yes, it is.
I wish we were out there.
I wish we were golfing.
Yeah, I do too.
Not teammates.
You would have registered in time.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to find some.
Yeah, if they get the registration information out, I guess.
You know what? I'm going to go over and mail yours right now next year.
Please do. Yeah.
Still will be late.
Yeah, he's going to whine all day.
No, I'll get away from here and forget about it. When you're out here, it's more miserable.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to get away. Well, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thanks
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Thank you.
It's great out here. It's beautiful, and if get out here and experience this. Even if you're not an avid golfer, get out here. Play around the golf and just enjoy the course, and it's phenomenal. Beautiful morning. Well, Joe, you got anything else to add, or are you done?
No, we were trying to catch some of these golfers, but I don't think it's going to work. So
we're out of time. Jim, look, he's already got his hand on the mouse.
He's already playing the music.
He's already playing the music. He's done. He wants to get back home. Let's make sure we don't. Okay, nothing important there. All right. Once again, I'd like to thank the Lincoln Elks Golf Club for having us today. A beautiful day for a tournament. A great cause. And Joe,
the V Foundation. Thanks for being on, Jeff. Thanks, Sam Knox. He was on earlier. Talked about what we got going on with the IHSA.
Great clubs right there.
Those are giveaways, I think.
Well, then I'll take them.
Yeah. That was a giveaway, I think, if you shot over 100 on a par 9.
Then give me 4 of them. All right. That's going to do it for today. Next week, I don't know where we're going to be, but we know what time. 9 to 10 here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Good day.
The Cheap Seats Live Saturday morning sports show on WLCN 96.3 and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Jake's Furnishings, 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Furnish your home for less at Jake's. The Grimaldi Law Office, Logan County's only law firm dedicated exclusively to the practice of criminal law. Phone 651-8089. The Christian Village, 1507 7th Street in Lincoln, a community of compassion. Phone 732-2189. Eaton Corporation, America's choice for top quality, high-performance electrical equipment for over 50 years. Lincoln College, providing students the best educational experience since 1865. Go online to lincolncollege.edu for more details. St. Claris Manor, their team's dedication is what makes them special. Phone 735-1507. Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois. We're here to help. In Lincoln, call 732-2159. Schneider Chiropractic, 523 North Elm in Lincoln. For the best in chiropractic care and maintenance, call Dr. Alyssa Schneider today, 217